like I said, you know, Natalie Portman had to do, yeah, she had to do some crazy stuff to get her Oscar. Who else had to do something crazy? Well, yeah, Charlize Theron. She's a very beautiful actress. She had to ugly herself up to play female serial killer Eileen Wuornos in that movie Monster. So she, you know, she did that. But like I said, a lot of people, you know, had to do crazy stuff. Like brothers have to end up being in jail for a crime they didn't commit, you know, or end up in a wheelchair, or have special needs in order to get something. Where women, you know, they have to be, you know, downtrodden or go through some type of circumstances, you know. Yeah, I mean, you get the idea. That's, I mean, like Jennifer Lawrence's character in Joy, you know, being a single mom and trying to make ends meet. I would have to make like a 20-part series in order to talk about that, just for that. But like I said, are the stuff that what women and minorities have to go through to get an Oscar nomination or any other award nomination is okay? No, it's not okay. Thing is, we got to be recognized. And me being a filmmaker, a black actor as well, and director, producer, and voiceover character, you want to go where your skill set is appreciated, is acknowledged, and rewarded. You know, kind of like say you're a race car driver. Say you trying to get into NASCAR. You know, you want to be the next Jeff Gordon or the next Dale Earnhardt Sr. or Jr. or the next Jimmy Johnson. And if you don't feel like you're not being recognized, you got to go where your skill set is recognized as a motor sports athlete. You know, I mean, if you can't get it in NASCAR, at least get it in say like the IndyCar. You know, being an Indianapolis 500, or say, you know, you want to do Formula One racing. You know, do that real small car race that they do at the Grand Prix at Le Mans, or, you know, Monte Carlo. You know, stuff like that, or be in the motorcycle driving, you know, motorcycle racing, or you know, motocross, or motorboating, you know, sports, you know, motorsports, other motorsports such as that. You just can't go from NASCAR to like soapbox derby. No, you gotta go where your skill set is appreciated and respected and acknowledged and hopefully rewarded. You know, that's why I hope you're rewarded for making my films, and y'all better not try to boycott me either. But you know, I don't want to repeat myself. I mean, I've already talked about this before, not just in this Thought Deponder, but in earlier Thought Deponders, particularly one about Color Purple being boycotted because they didn't like how the characters were portrayed, and the male characters were portrayed in there. And then when the movie lost all of its nominations, you know, and almost half the nominations went to black folks, the people who boycotted the film was still upset that it didn't win anything. It's like, look, if you wanted the film to win something, perhaps you should not have boycotted it, you know? Just saying. Which brings me to this. Which brings me to this particular film. We gotta make better movies. We can't make we can't just make any junk. Okay, we can't be making Belly 3, a Belly 4, you know, Big Mama's Outhouse, Madea Goes to Vegas. You know, we can't make stuff like, you know, Pootie Tang 2, The Revenge, or, you know, Soul Plane, The Wrath of Khan. You know, that, no, we can't do that. No. Because we can't make junk films like that and then have the nerve to turn around and say, why we're not nominated? You know doggone well why you're not nominated. I mean, come on now. Let's be really real about this. I mean, granted, I know we don't have that much money, like, you know, to make a movie like a Steven Spielberg or Clint Eastwood or Brian De Palma or you know, Ang Lee, what have you. But at least we do what we can to tell the stories the best way we know how. I mean, if you're able to afford special effects, then well and good. But do your best in mastering it. Learn your craft and do well at it. That's all I ask. Just do your best at it. Because I'm trying to do my best in making my films, and I want a lot of people to see it. Now, granted, I know there's like I said, Hollywood can be racist, sorority racist, it might seem, and I know that not that many black films, unless we're in a film like in Marvel, like Samuel Jackson, or in a comedy like, say, Will Smith or Kevin Hart, who's now, you know, the hot brother now, because he got a couple of films that made over $100 million under his belt, or, you know, or Eddie Murphy back there in the 80s, or Martin Lawrence, you know, with the Bad Boys films. The thing is, we got to do better. We just can't make any jump films and then be surprised that it doesn't get nominated for anything. We got to do better than this. Both sides got to do better. I mean, how we got to give these independent films a chance? And if these independent films have to be about black producers and other producers of color, or other female directors and producers, give them a chance. I'm glad Ava DuVernay was given a chance when she made Selma. You know, I mean, that is and truth be told, that's actually like the first film that I know of that didn't go straight to DVD. Not only played in movie theaters, but it actually won a Golden Globe. It actually won an Oscar. And I hope my films in the future, I'll be able to get some nominations of my own, and maybe get a Golden Globe or two, or an Oscar or two, or an Emmy or two if I make, you know, made-for-TV movies. I would love to do that, and I hope you'll be able to come and see them. And that's what I'm talking about. Now that the Oscars are over, what do we do now? What is next? We have 365 more days to figure that out. And hopefully in the Academy, we're watching you. We're going to make sure that you put some stuff in, especially put in some movies that people actually seen. And not only that, Hollywood, give these independent films a chance. I'm just saying this because I'm from Georgia, and in Georgia we're in the top 5. We're in the top 5 of having films produced in any other state in the country. We're actually in the top 5. I know we're up at most. I think we're at number 3. I think we're close to number 3 right now. I mean, just behind New York and California. So hopefully we continue to stay in the top 5, in the top 3, hopefully maybe in the top 2. That way I don't have to move anywhere. So I didn't mean to make this so long, but I just thought, hey, it had to be said. In fact, that sounds like a good series of Thought to Ponder videos. It has to be said. But let me think on that. But anyway, I hope you love this elongated Thought to Ponder, or these sets of them. This set of Thought to Ponders, I should say. Please make sure that you like and comment on them, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Yes. Until next time, this is Derek, and that was my Thought to Ponder. See you next month, and stay tuned for upcoming afterthoughts and other videos that I may have on my channel or channels. See you next time. DB out.